this is Lisa from Crop with Lisa. Thanks for joining me. Well, this week I plan to get back to my videos, back to that card I want to make with the pleats, and do some more Cricut videos for the Creative Memories cartridges. But I was on vacation this week. I went back to see family, and we fly back to see them. So it's really hard to take paper crafting stuff, but it's not hard to take a crochet hook and some yarn, some crochet thread, excuse me, what they call it. So I made flowers all week long. We took the kids to the beach, sat in an airplane for 5 hours, and got some flowers done. So I was going to show you quickly what I got and talk about making crochet flowers for cards and stuff, because I don't see many videos on it. Or I'm not searching right, which is entirely possible. But the simplest flower that I made this weekend were these little stars. And I'm thinking about doing red, white, and blue, and making cards with them next year for like a patriotic theme. Now I couldn't find blue thread, but you know what? I can take my dyes, my Adirondack dyes, and dye the white to be half of these to make them blue. So I'll get my red, white, and blue that way. Really simple. You have to sew them up after they're done, so hopefully I can get a video on that and a million other things. I do a lot of white because you can dye it to another color. And I did a lot of red because I bought the red thread at Goodwill and I wanted to use it up. It was my goal, and I did it. So made a lot of petals with 5. And you can also make this into 6, 7, 8 petals. So you can see the difference. There's the 5-petal star, and there's like a 6-petal. Looks more like a flower. And when you start layering these up, they're going to look really cute. See that? So anyway, made a lot of stars, fast and easy. In fact, the simplest flower I can think of is the stars. And then I made a lot of the basic 5-petal and 6-petal flowers. This is the basic formula I had from a book. Then you can make it large by doing a triple crochet versus a double crochet. So it's a little more advanced, but you can get it in a week with the right learning materials. And this is also triple crochet. This is a different thread. So depending on the size, the thickness of your thread and the size of your pattern will depend on your flower. And they're all a little bit different. They're all slightly different. Little tricks after you start learning the threads to the recipes. And then this is another kind of flower you can do. I didn't do these on this vacation. These are leftovers. And it's just a different style that you can do, but these do take longer, but gosh, they're so pretty, you know. You can tell this is the same flower, but a thicker thread. So, okay, and this is a round that I started with thicker thread and realized how big it was, and I stopped. So I can use that in the back of another flower or something, I think. We'll see. Start layering them up. So I think I showed you all the basic, oh, one more flower. This is another kind of flower called a daisy, which is a simple single crochet and the chain stitch. And I love these flowers, but nobody else seems to be really crazy about them. Just me. I think because they look so frumpy, they get turned over fast. But I think they're just gorgeous, so I made a few of them. But I mostly stuck with the 5-petal and 6-petal basic flower. And I'll tell you, it takes just as much time to crochet them as it does to finish them. So let me talk about that a little bit. To start, how I started was I went on their YouTube. There's Mikeysmail and there's Theresa, and they're both really good. But I can't spend a lot of time on the internet because I'm running around. So I went to the library and I searched for children's books on learning to crochet. Because I wanted to learn how to crochet, but I didn't want to have to work really hard. So I got a book for a teenage girl. And I started there, and then I went to YouTube, and between the two of them, I could get it. So that's what I would do. Library and YouTube will get you basic stitches. And as soon as you get basic stitches, you can make some basic flowers. I now use a B-size crochet hook, available at Wal Mart, $1.30. So I keep a couple on hand because they can run under, if you're running around town, they can get lost pretty quick. But for $1.30, I don't feel too bad. I didn't start with B's, I started with size C. And I recommend starting with size C. Buy your B, but buy your C and start with your C because it's a little bit bigger, the hook area. And when you're just starting, you won't get as frustrated. Okay, for the thread, I'd recommend white or the ecru, size 3. And this is a bigger one. This is the size that will get you this. I also have size 10 here, and it's a lot thinner, but it's also harder to crochet with. So to start, you're going to make some gorgeous flowers with size 3. And the nice thing about white is you can dye it to any color after. So I think these were size 3. And these were size 3. And this was $2 at Wal Mart. So this is not going to put you in the poorhouse. This, $2 and $1.30 for your crochet hook is under $5. Then you use a library book and YouTube, and you are off and running for really cheap. So as long as you have patience and hang in there for about a month, you will make a flower worthy of putting on a project. Okay, one more thing you actually are going to need are some needles. These are needlepoint needles. These aren't bad. These were a little smaller. And I like these big eyes to get to the bigger thread through, because I spent most of my time trying to thread my needle. And you need to finish off your flowers. They'll have these tails, and you got to pull them back and hide them in the back of your flower. So you're going to need the needles, which is probably going to be another $1.50. So we're still under $5, I think. But that's how I would start. And I'm going to try to get some videos up on how to make a basic star, and you'll see how easy it is. Well, I will see you later on in the week. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.